Hey everyone! Back for the second part of Agitation by the glorious Hirsch Effekt. This is a little bit more difficult than the intro was. Because there are some runs in this that are actually rather fast. You might realize if you watch the play along that I suck out at 150, although the original is at 160 something. 62, 63, because I just can't play it. I suck too hard. But up to 150 it's sort of okay, I guess, until the very end, which is a rather difficult part. But it can be done if you try to use, well, the correct fingering, just as in the last part. And hopefully you can do it faster than I can, but, well, the humble tools I command must suffice. It starts out with the same chord as the intro, which is a B flat 9. That is played 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. That's it. Second chord. Yeah, it's another A flat major 6. Because we start with the 6th, major 6th of that chord on the 6th fret of the B string. And then you play an A flat, and up here you play a C, 4th fret of the E string, 5th fret of the G string. Like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. And we come to the first run of this piece, which is just exactly. F minor. Scale played up and down. You start on the 10th fret of the G string, pick it. Yeah, that's it. 10th fret of the G string, 8th fret of the B string, hammer on to the 9th. 8th fret of the high E string, and then up to the 11th fret of the high E string. And you just play that, well, upwards and backwards. Pull off, back to the 10th fret. And then you do a couple of slides from 10th to 8th to 5th to 3rd, like. And this you do in order to get down to, well, different position, because you play this. And next thing you have to do is this chord, which is why you slide all the way down instead of playing, I don't know, because then you have to do the jump later on. So, that was the first run. And then it's the G flat major chord. We already know from the intro because you practiced it so hard, didn't you? And that's quite the same as in the beginning, but the rhythm is a little bit different. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So on the 4 and you hit it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there is the final run of the part. What was that? Anyway, and it goes a little something like this. That is 3 identical runs upwards. 3rd fret, 4th fret, 6th fret, and then a 3rd fret in the G string, the rest was in the D string. And rhythm wise, you better check the play alongs I did before, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it's not that simple, a little too complicated to explain right now. Just play along with the play along and everything's gonna be fine. Okay. So you play it 3 times. After the 3rd time, hammer onto the 5th fret, half tone bend, and then there's just the final run. 6 16th notes, and that's about it. So you got 6th fret, D string, 3rd fret, G string, 6th, 4th, 3rd, 6th string, fret of the A string. So as a whole, this part is. And that's it. From here you just repeat to the beginning. Point is, at this repetition point you can't go because you are up here and it's just too little time to get down there. So the first chord of the repetition changes to this one. It's actually the same chord, it's just, well, the other way around. You start with the pinky on the 6th fret of the E string, where you got your B flat. The rest stays the same. So. Hang on. This is the trickiest part of the whole riff thing, part, whatever, to get it right. And yeah, fingering is everything again. So you better use your index finger here on the 3rd fret, ring finger on the 5th, pinky on the 6th down here. Otherwise, it just won't work for you. So that's about it. Get the tab book. It's gonna make your life easier, as it did with mine. And enjoy this piece. As usual, go buy their music, buy their tabs, whatever. Support them. And see you guys on tour, on the road, or in here.